And welcome back. Here we are again. We're in double digits, guys. We're in double digits. Episode 10. Once again, I'm coming to you from a different location. They're doing some weird Chinese finger torture trap thing. I'm not really sure what's docking. They're docking their fingers.
We're docking our fingers.
What was that? Over the church, see lots of people. What was that thing?
Yeah. Here's the church.
I don't know. I just remember this one.
Yeah, that's a good one too, dude.
Yeah, that looks like something you do like late night on TNT on a Saturday.
Yo,
why
Ben
TNT?
Why TNT? Yeah.
Great movies. Maximum Overdrive, Howling 2 or something.
Okay. Ben, Bruce, and Sanjay were doing this one last night where you do this and then one person goes like this and like that's weird. It feels weird to me when I do it. If you do that with another man, dude, it feels like y'all holding hands, dude. Y'all hold. Guess what tomorrow is, Paul?
Tomorrow is, well, everybody will know it's Monday.
Yeah, but if the day we're recording this is Monday, but it's also John's birthday.
Hey!
Damn.
36, dude.
There's
36.
Two birthdays during the COVID era. I'm stoked.
Two vid birthdays, bro.
I'm stoked.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Yeah, what are you doing for your birthday?
We're just hanging out, really.
Dude, I look like a banana in this hoodie right now. It's a banana
Is that
hoodie.
Nike? Why is it blocked out?
It's Nike.
Above the swoosh?
It's just an art thing that they did where the swoosh is just blocked out.
Bougie
Nike. It's bougie Nike.
It's knockoff Nike that Nike produces.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's their own version of a bootleg. Yeah.
They're bootlegging themselves.
Yo, we got a lot of feedback from the episode last week because we talked about our virginity and a bunch of other stuff. But the one person who didn't hit me up was the person I lost my virginity to, so that's good because I told that story.
But her mother, but her mother did though.
No, her mother's dead.
No, her mom passed away, dickhead.
We talked about
Well,
this.
on that same episode, we don't know if a ghost came back either. So.
He's right. We did talk about ghosts on the last episode. So you never really know. I once again am in a different location. So I flew here, and of course, because me on planes is half of what we talk about on this episode.
Oh boy.
I'll get to what we did over the weekend in a minute, but there's this guy, because I feel like this would have happened to somebody like John, and John would have mentioned it. So I was on the plane, and there was a guy next to me, and he had an iPad, and he was watching. I noticed he, like, as soon as he got on the plane, like, he started watching movies, but I soon realized that, like, I don't know if this is like a highlight reel or something like you can just like watch or like something you can look up to watch. He was literally watching the climax to certain movies, like the ending. And like for a while they were like themed. So I wrote them down. So he watched, the first thing he watched, it was like he was watching Creed 2. And I've never seen Creed 2, but I could tell it was Creed 2. So I was like, oh, he's watching Creed. That's cool. But then like I would like listen to music for a second. And then like 5 minutes later, I'd look over and he was watching like 300. And I was like, there's no way.
And then he's watching Fast and Furious.
There's no way he watched all that movie. And then I look over again and then he's watching Avatar. And I'm like, but it's all the end. It's only the end sequences. I'm like, is this dude like getting ready to like land and like quit his job or like break up with a girl who's like trying to like slapping himself, like trying to get pumped up? Like I was like, so then Zero Dark 30, same thing. I looked over, it's the end of Zero Dark 30.
Or it was the Paris Hilton porno.
Yeah. Or it was the Paris Hilton pornography, which I still haven't watched, but I stand by what I said that it does look like a Call of Duty thing.
It is.
Then I looked over again. It's the end of Aquaman. And it's like literally like 5 minute increments. So I'm like, this guy's getting like pumped up. I feel like this guy's going to land. He's going to end his relationship. He's going to figure something out. But then the last one he watched before the plane ended was the ending sequence to A Star Is Born. Possibly the most depressing.
Did you cry just watching him watch it?
No, but I was just like, but then I started thinking like, what is he watching? What is this? Where is this from? How did you even search this? What is it? What is that? Why are you watching that last 5 minutes of every movie?
He could have ADHD or something where he's skitsy. It doesn't like fly planes, so get his mind off it by watching 6 of the most obscure movies ever made.
But why don't you just watch the whole movie?
Maybe he only likes people when they hang themselves.
Yikes. And spoiler alert, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't.
In case you haven't seen the end of Avatar.
Goddamn Navis.
In case you haven't seen the end of Avatar, a banshee hangs himself from a tree. It's pretty gnarly, actually. So yeah, I just thought that was weird. I was like, that would happen to me on a plane where I sit next to a guy and that's what he's doing. I was just like, what
now,
is he?
I was trying to think, like, is that like a way of, I mean, you know how like when you're in school and you have to like watch or read the book and you're just like, oh, I'll watch the movie. Do you think this guy's just like trying to cheat his way through like knowing all of these movies?
See, that's what Brent said. Brent said maybe that like he thinks that like people's
Brent would think that.
Yeah, Brent think people's like attention span so little now. They're just like, yo, I just want to find out what happens at the end of this movie.
That sucks.
I would never want to do that.
No.
If you see the movie 100 times, I mean, on Friday night.
What are you talking about? You watch every movie.
I do, but
on VHS.
I love 100%. But this Friday, I was hammered at like 2 a.m. I watched the last 30 minutes of Avengers Endgame 3 times.
Oh no, I can't do that.
And every time Black Panther came through there, I shed a tear and just slammed a beer. It was amazing.
Shed a tear. That's the next John shirt. Shed a tear, slam a beer.
Dude, that's a seemingly unknown shirt. Shed a tear, slam a beer. Wakanda forever. Dude, that's the shirt.
With John dressed as the Black Panther.
Dude, that's so good. John dressed as Black Panther, shed a tear, slam a beer, Wakanda forever. That's the one, dude. That's so.
I like it.
Anyway, I thought that was a weird thing. John, okay, well, so we know what you did Friday. What'd you do Saturday?
Yeah, right.
I didn't really do much. I mean, I got rid of I used Facebook Marketplace for the first time, and I got rid of some dildo. No, I got rid of a boat that was gifted to our family for a wedding party. It was like a nautical theme. So we had like this boat, but it was just sitting for like the last 3 years. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm sick of this. We wanted to get rid of it. I'm using Facebook Marketplace for the first time.
Hands? How big was this boat? This big?
Well, I'm signing for people that could be watching. And I was
not
just
sign language going like this.
He's just doing this.
Oh,
you look like you're about to DDP somebody. You're like
diamond cutter.
You're sizing them up, dude.
But I used Facebook Marketplace, and I literally posted that boat, and then 5 seconds later, 1,000 replies came in. Short end of the story, I got rid of the boat today, so awesome. But the messages people sent on Facebook Marketplace, insane. Like if I didn't want to get rid of the boat, they could eat my asshole. Like these people are filthy. They're criminal. It's just psychotic.
Dude, Facebook Marketplace, all that is Dateline waiting to happen. That shit is a Dateline episode waiting.
I'm just glad you're alive.
Dude, that's just
I'm never worried about me.
Facebook Marketplace is murderers and psychopaths. And I should know this. My wife sells shit on Facebook all the time.
Well, so this is where I got thinking, what if I was the bad guy luring people in to look at my boat? I killed them and buried them in the woods. Talk about that. I could have killed at least 200 people.
I don't want to talk about that because, like, you still may have. Honestly, like, we've known each other a long time, but, like, we don't know each other that well. Like,
you may have invited him to an orgy.
After I killed him.
After you killed them, yes, that's very true.
Yeah.
A ghost orgy.
That's sketchy, man.
Like, this Twister game is really weird. You gonna move right hand red?
Dude, Facebook Marketplaces, and like my thing is like the ads too. Like we talked about this before. Like if you say anything around, like you don't even have to be speaking into your phone. You could have your phone in your pocket. And if you and your friend are talking about like, yo, so like I was talking about pillows one time because I always say this to Brent every time like we get somewhere. Like when we got to LA, it was the same thing. Like I would have a migraine for the first 2 days because I'm sleeping on a new pillow. So when I was at home one time, like I was talking about pillows. Next thing you know, all my ads are pillows. Every single ad. So I bought a pillow off an Instagram ad. Like I also bought one of these things called a moon pod, which my wife still makes fun of me for. It's like a giant adult beanbag chair.
As she should.
Hell yeah.
It's actually pretty comfy. It's actually.
I have a love sack. I have one of those big love sack bags.
So
you're not getting me out of those if I get in one of those.
Yeah, dude. That's nap
dude, they're
time.
the best, dude. No,
Bro,
get the big one, Zach,
time.
for your family. Dude, I always invite people over off Craigslist just to sit in it with me.
Oh my
Man,
God.
It's amazing. It's like
What
the
was
perfect
the,
hot fudge sundae, just melted it together.
What was the sketchy Craigslist they shut down?
Back page is what you used to.
Back page, dude.
Back page is where you used to get those guys to come on the bus after the shows. Remember?
Yeah, rub my feet with
For your massage.
Yeah, they would actually. Those were my massage therapists. They wore leather gimp masks and they just rubbed my feet only.
It was the first time I walked to the back lounge with a triple foot job. And here's the thing: one of the guys was a pirate, had a wooden leg. Zach had splinters up and down his feet.
Anyway, what I was talking about was I ordered these feather pillows off of an Instagram ad, and I got them. And here's the thing: at this day and age, in 2021, can we find something else other than feathers? Because if you don't have like a thick pillowcase on there, that shit like pokes you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That just scratch you up, dude. I had to come home one time and my wife was like, "Yo, who'd you have
Where
sex
you
with?"
been?
I'm like, "I didn't have sex with anybody. The feather pillow just clawed me, like eagle clawed me." I think there was still an eagle actually in the pillow.
That would make
Went
sense.
down on Daffy Duck. No, imagine instead of duck feathers, it was actually the duck carcass, like the bones and shit.
How they say like most comforters are goose down. It's just a bunch of dead geese carcasses in it.
Oh shit!
So we should go. We put the wrong stuffing in these.
It's a bunch of beaks and titties.
So we'd like to thank our sponsors this week for the memory foam pillows
and Grey Goose vodka, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for sponsoring.
That shit's funny.
John said beaks and titties.
I think Ollie would like that pillow. He's so bougie.
Beaks and titties.
Yo, we got okay. So, all right, shedding tears, slamming beers, beaks and titties.
How many other great one-liners will John have in this one episode?
Oh, shit.
With that being said, Zach, where are you at right now?
I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm actually on a place called Kiowa Island. There's not a lot around here. It's just really a bunch of rich people, and there's not like a lot of like. There's a couple food places like where we're staying, but like it's like I looked up earlier. I was like, I got up, so I have like a kitchen over here. So I went to the grocery store when I got here and got some stuff to cook. And then tonight I was like, I don't really feel like cooking. I got on Uber Eats, and Uber Eats was basically like, nah, fuck you, dog. We don't come out there. Nothing.
It's that far?
Nothing. You can't get anything from Uber Eats out here.
Was that the first time you been in a golf cart, like 6-7 months?
A golf cart? No, that was Eric's Kubota, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. No, I've been on one. The people who live kind of close to us have them. So like,
nice.
Yeah, I'm like the only one in like the whole like kind of whatever it is, like 200 acre area that I live. I'm like the only one that doesn't have one. There's 4 houses in there kind of close by us. Every house is probably like 4 or 5 acres away from me, but like they always give rides to Ollie and stuff. And like, so I got to get one. Cool. Eric's got one. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're in Charleston. We're getting there, man. We got like 22 songs written. So we're getting close, man. Everybody comes in on, I think Eric already let the cat out of the bag, so I can say it. Everyone comes in on May 1st to start making the record.
Ooh.
Yeah, man. And then you and I, John, will fly to Boston on the 14th and start the Smith and Myers tour. And
we'll have to do some Salt Bay.
This is the first time I've talked about Shinedown on this podcast. Do you realize that? I don't think
sexually, yes, it is. It is.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it gets me away. I do that 24 hours a day, so it's nice to get away from. Actually, he's in New Surrett is actually in Boston right now, John.
I know. I saw.
Hopefully, he's there when we get there, dude.
He better be, because the last time we were there, it's opened up more. Yeah. I think because COVID kind of screws that type of place up. Yeah. But they're more capacity now. I think it should be good. You both throw some hot butter on our titties and get some prime rib.
Dude, I hope so. Where are you at, Paul? Are you at home? I see you moved around a couple pictures in your background.
I see the sleeve monster. The sleeve monster attacked Paul this weekend, I guess.
No, I got motivated by you and Brent posting so many workout videos and taking pictures in the gym. So I just ripped off my sleeves, and luckily the tattoos make it look like I actually go to the gym. So
I know that your shirt says Nasty Nas, but your mic's blocking it, so it looks like it says Nas Nas.
Nas Nas. It's Nas Nas. It does.
Nick Cage, baby.
Oh, he does have a Nick Cage shirt on. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
I thought that was Nick Cage just redoing the Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood album cover, honestly.
He would make a good DMX if honestly.
For like an autobiography.
He's gonna play the role of DMX. Oh my
Dude.
So
Nick Cage is DMX.
So this week I launched a new Spirit Talk episode with Barry Kirch, but Donnie Dust, who's a big survivalist, huge on TikTok, flip napping, all this crazy caveman living. And it got me thinking, you guys. Wow, we talked about this. I have a question for you guys.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Let's hear it.
No, it's a real question. If you were on a stranded island or had to whatever, what 3 essential items are you taking with you? You only have 3.
I'm taking okay.
Yeah, you go first.
Now 6.
Oh my god!
And one of them can't be a phone, right?
No, I mean if you're on an island, you're not gonna have reception anyway. Like you're
all right. So I'm taking a fire starting kit.
Smart.
I'm taking an axe.
Yep.
And I'm taking a boat to get off that fucking island.
No, you can't have a boat. That's like
why not?
That's like wishing. That's like wishing for more wishes.
Had a boat. You boat crashed.
Fuck off. Axe, fire starting kit.
Fire starter is essential. Has to, something a flint or something. Yes.
Essential. And double stranded rope.
Ooh.
Okay.
In case you want to go full
just hang
Avatar at the end.
Avatar.
Yeah, dude.
What are you bringing, Zach?
I'm gonna bring a cast iron skillet.
Okay.
No pump to you right there. A clean pot. A clean pot's essential.
Yeah, a cast iron skillet for sure. A guitar and a knife.
Interesting.
Okay.
I can start a fire without. I don't need a fire starting kit. I can start a fire. So and then the guitar just so I can have something to do and not be bored. A cast iron obviously to cook, and the knife to also kill things and gut them and clean them and then cook them.
I like that.
John, what are you taking?
I was gonna do the fire starter, like a flint or whatever. A clean pot, just to boil salt water or whatever, just to kind of clear impurities. And I think the third one was either like a fishing hook, like an actual hook, or like a small like little tarp thing to maybe help with shelter, like a blanket or something rainproof.
All right.
But
that's fair.
Here is where I went off the deep end just for you guys.
Oh boy.
At what point would you say all the 3 of us crash on an island?
Me and you are going to kill Zach
Together?
immediately and eat him.
Yeah, I'll say it's
cool,
us
man.
and like say it's like 10 other people, but we're there.
Okay.
And at what point do you consider start eating someone? Because I feel like we haven't talked enough about cannibalism. And a follow-up, if we're all dudes on the island and one of us dies, whoever is the first person to eat us, could that be considered homosexual? If you eat someone's ass, it's died.
No.
What do you guys think?
I love how you.
Why are you so weird?
Why do you?
Why
do
is that
this
what
to
you're
us?
worried about, though?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering. That's a hypothetical question.
All right, how big is this island? Like, do we know that there's no wildlife on island?
How big is this ass?
How big is this ass? Because are we sharing?
Are we sharing
I would
this ass?
say it's big. It's big enough to like probably a half a mile across.
So there's probably not a lot of wildlife on there.
Whose ass is Nicole Kidman or Kim Kardashian? Like what's going on?
No, it's all dudes. It's all dudes.
So I don't care. I gotta eat. So you're talking about like Alive, like the movie Alive, like when they
yes,
eat,
true story.
People?
The rugby team that crashed. Right. So at what point do you guys feel you push yourselves to the point of cannibalism? Yeah.
Probably like day 4.
I would say about a week. About a weekend
on a desert island, though, the bodies aren't going to preserve very well.
No,
they were in ice and snow and alive.
Once you've exhausted, once you've exhausted all food options, then you're like, all right, there ain't nothing here. Like, whoever's, we're cutting the weakest link. Like, who can't bring something to the table here?
Oh, so kill them fresh.
Yeah, you got to kill them right away. Yeah.
How would you guys season a human body?
Oh my God.
What?
This is a question for Zach. Would you do like a dry rub, or like how would you cook this body?
A lot of salt.
Interesting.
Saw a lot of it.
How would you cook his penis?
Oh, come on. All right. This is.
Oh my God.
We've gone too far.
Getting sponsors ever.
Never, ever. Not ever. Not
Can
ever.
we get a seasoning? We need a seasoning sponsor,
There's so
a pillow
much-
sponsor.
We can do carnivore.
Hold on. Wait a second. There's so much more meat to eat.
Yeah, you go
trying to
straight
make
for
hot
dick and
dogs?
ass.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know.
Dude,
Some people like kielbasa.
Yeah, but some people.
What do you think the best part of a human is to eat? Probably
I would
thigh,
say
right?
quads.
Quads?
Quads or thighs, I bet.
Quads,
Not mine,
thighs.
dude. Mine's gonna taste like a damn $1 steak, bro. My quads are so tight. The same as like a cow or any other thing. The rib area. The meat.
I don't
that's
know if
under
I
the
could,
rib.
man.
Belly too, like pork. Oh, dude. Why the
I
fuck
don't
are
know
we
if I
talking
can
about
eat
this? Why are
humans.
we talking about this? Why are we talking? This is so weird.
This is John's fault.
No, it's cannibalism is a real issue in today's society.
I guess.
It's these stories do happen.
I'm not gonna last very long on an island, and I'll tell you why. And this is actually something that it kind of leads into
my
kind of
God.
something I wanted to talk about anyway.
No Wi-Fi.
Great.
No, I'm fine with the no Wi-Fi. I'm not. Here's something I've learned about me, and I there's definitely times that I wish I was this. In a lot of senses, I can be very manly. I am not a manly man. Like there's dudes like if you got on that island and there's like dudes that are trying to like build houses out of palapas and like all these things. There's dudes who get off on like building stuff and like I'm not that dude. I don't care. I don't want to do it. I will pay someone.
I love it. I love that shit.
No. Like
we just put up 2 triangular shades. We had to dig the post. We had to do, a 1.5 feet down, 1.5 feet wide. We poured concrete, put up posts in the backyard, put up the shade. I love that shit.
Okay, see
Yes,
that's a little like I could probably do something like that. But I'm talking about like, all right, you know what? I'm trying to like fix something in my house. Like, dude, I'm gonna call somebody and do it. Like I tell my wife that all the time. Like her dad's really like can fix anything. I'm like, do you wish you were like married somebody who like could do this shit? She's like, no, because I can do it, which she can. Like my wife, like, dude, I'm not allowed to hang a photo in my house because that shit will be like.
I can attest to the
shit.
fact that the one time I was there with Kent, we saw 12 people in the yard doing stuff around the house. So Zach would definitely call like a shipload of other people to help him on the island.
Their joke was I had to go. I think I went to vote or something, right? It was like the day I went to vote.
Something, yeah.
I came home and they were like, dude, there has been 17 people at this house in the hour that you left. There were 3 pool people, 5 guys in the yard. 1 guy was killing a wasp nest. I'm like, dude, I don't do that shit.
There was a guy that brought the mail up in a couple Amazon packages that had a machete in his left hand. Like, what thatch is he cutting down in Memphis?
Yo, listen, I've done just well enough where I'll just pay a motherfucker to come take care of shit. Like I'm not trying to.
I think that's different though. That's just smart, and you know your limits.
I'm not.
But if you're on the island, so what is your role in this group on the island? If we all try to stay alive, are you going to be the guy that's
We're
like
back on
right.
the island thing?
Well, no, I'm just saying if you're not, you say you're not a manly man, but I think you would do manly stuff.
I can do manly stuff. You've seen me do manly stuff. I just
We
mean
know
like when
what-
it comes
hey.
to like fixing stuff, hammering. Shut up, Paul. No one can hear that if they're listening to the audio version of this podcast.
Perfect. Then let's hope they're watching.
Make the sound though.
What
What do you mean, a teriyaki stick?
So our text group for like all my friends back home, I don't even remember what it was called before this, but I think one time we're like, we need a name for our text group. And it's literally like there's like 13 of us. It's like all my dude friends.
That's too many.
And so I agree. And so somebody goes, "Oh, what sound does was a titty make when it falls out of a bra?" And I think I said bloop. And they're like, "Oh, so now we're the bloop troop. We've been the bloop troop for at least 2 years now." That's
Damn.
So you start talking about what blowjob sounds like when a titty falls out. It's a bloop. Bloop. That's like a
John. What role are you playing on the island, John?
I would do anything to help the team survive. I mean, I have no problem getting my hands dirty or kill you if I have to, but I also what do we got to do to live? We got to fish. We got to build some shit. We got to kill a guy we don't like because he's a fucking prick. I'm down for that too.
I want to see. Dude, John killed 7 people off Facebook Marketplace this week.
Oh, for sure, dude. And here's the kicker on that, though. I actually sold their bodies to another pervert.
Oh my God. On Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
We're getting kicked off of every streaming network possible.
I picture Zach.
I want you guys to know this.
Imagine on an island, Zach kind of do like a gourmet meal. I think it'd be amazing. Coconut milk with like fish sashimi, maybe a marsupial of some sort that's poached and stuffed.
Marsupial of some sort. A poached stuffed marsupial.
If you could cook any animal, Zach, what would it be?
I don't know. How did we get to this island? Why are we on the island?
John drove us to hell.
We were us, the Shinedown cruise, and we all crashed. We're the only survivors.
Dude, you know what? You bring that up, and I was thinking about this the other day. Where do all these boats come from? And this is what I'm talking about.
They're built out?
No.
Yeah.
Like, I know Paul probably follows a couple like young ladies, and they're always on, like, anytime they go to the beach, they're always on these like boats. They're always like on these big ass crazy boats. Hey, none of these girls got no money.
Right.
They're just like on these boats. And I
think daddies, man.
I think the guy who's taking the video owns the boat is at least 60 years old, possibly from Dubai.
Dubai or like New Jersey, one or the other.
I've gone on vacation before and been like, I don't even know where you go to like rent these boats. Like, I have money. I've like been on vacation. It'd be cool to like rent a boat, like and have like a big boat. Take my family out for the day. I want to lay on the front of a boat like that, like all them, like all them thoughts do. Thought boats.
How much do you think that's costing for a day?
I don't know, but I'm willing to pay. I don't know where they come. Where are all these boats coming from?
Have some dudes out there, banana hammocks and grape smugglers,
all thoughts, just thoughts on this. The thought train, dude. National Thought
Here
Cruise.
It comes.
All these boats.
Boy.
All these boats, dude. I want to know where to get on one of those boats, man. Where do we get on these boats?
Grow that hair out. Grow that hair out a little bit. I'm sure you'll get on that boat real quick.
Oh, hell yeah. I get a tramp stamp.
I'm losing most of it up here, bro. I can't. I'm trying to hold on to what I got right now. Can we get off this island? I'm really...
Okay, I want to get off the island. I want to bring up the fetish. No, this is a real thing though. Like, so you guys, the furries, the furry cons, where the people dress up like creatures, go to like a Hilton hotel lobby and just start scratching each other's backs and whatever. This is a real thing, dude. People dressed up like badgers and
I know it's a real thing.
And so this past week I'm researching for this episode and
researching. Well, I believe what you do is called Googling. I don't think we don't need to bring science into this.
Well,
that is correct.
I actually print stuff off, so I consider it researching. If I had a laminator, I'd laminate it too.
Did you see how much was written on that sheet of paper? He just held up.
So these people will put like fox butt plugs in like eagle wigs, and they have like this thing where it's like they'll do their normal shit, and then after hours, it's just like an orgy of people dressed like animals. But these people think they're these animals.
So I read something a while back. One of the dudes from ICP, I don't know what the fuck his name is. His daughter is into that whole like furry movement thing, like into the whole, and he like fully supports it.
It's weird, I think.
Yeah, it's like, fucking weird.
No. So where do you draw the line from furry con costume, badger gangbang to a split personality disorder? Like it's just weird.
All right, furry, someone who is with an interest in anthropomorphic.
Do you roll that into like the bestiality thing? Because you're kind of wishing you were like.
I think it's a legal way to have sex with animals.
That's what I think.
It should be. So like, are you just fantasizing about being with animals, or
that is perfect, dude? You're basically fantasizing about a legal way to fuck a chipmunk.
Yes,
that's literally what you're doing. Bro.
A badger blowjob and a chipmunk.
Dude. Where are my nuts?
Dude, badger blowjobs and chipmunk anal. That's literally what you're thinking about.
Oh, sign me up for the bald eagle butt fuck. I'm sorry. Some guy like big eagle wings comes down from the fucking La Quinta and just sucks over everyone.
Oh my god! You guys are just walk of shame the next morning to Denny's.
They're eating Grand Slams, dressed like a bunch of fucking foxes and bullshit.
What? I think I'm gonna leave my own podcast.
We're 10 episodes in, and we're 10 episodes done.
10. There's a New York Post article that says what it's like to have sex as a furry. All right.
Right. It's okay. Read that. Give me some stuff about that.
There's a guy dressed as a very cute wolf. I love that he's wearing a shirt that says "Find Yourself." He says, "No, he doesn't have sex in the wolf suit. Much." When I imagined getting a suit, I thought it would be something I would want to do, says Dominique Rodriguez, director of a new documentary on the furry subculture and a member himself. But honestly, he says, the suit is so beautiful. Stop. It's so much better than I thought it would be. I want to mess it up. I could just put it on and get oral sex, though. What the fuck is this guy talking? This guy... Listen, this guy shouldn't have put his name in this article because once this shit passes, he is never going to get fucking laid again. Furries, as they are known, have been the subject of much eyebrow raising since the community came into spotlight in the 90s. I don't remember that.
Do you think Zach is possibly attacked by a guy in a coyote suit?
There he is. He's there.
Now, what if your clan is only into wolves and it's a dark room, like you're in a fucking really shitty Hilton in Wisconsin, and you're in the room. You think they're all wolves, but then the next morning you see a guy walk out who's dressed like a coyote. Are you like pissed?
You're like, whoa, man, that's fucking crossbreeding, bro.
Oh, hey, come on, we're not into that weird shit.
Bro.
We're not into that weird shit. What are you doing? Like,
just crazy.
We're not weird, dude. We're trying to.
Why'd you gotta go and get weird with it?
Right. It's one thing to do other werewolves, but the minute there's a coyote or a fucking sloth in here,
dude,
get going.
I just pictured someone in the presidential suite of the Hilton Garden Inn in Lincoln, Nebraska, at a convention, and like this total like eyes wide shut, just orgy. There's just furries everywhere. Let me tell you something.
All right, here. Hold on. Here's a great question. If we're all dressing up as furries, what are you guys dressing up as?
Ooh.
Oh, that is a good question.
Now,
John's going to put too much thought into this. Go ahead.
I want to dress like a sloth, but I don't know how to get the good hooks. I'd like really good hooks, and I think I'd have to buy them.
Slow motion blowjobs as a sloth?
Just hooking Johnsons and hooking asses. That's all I'm there for.
Just looking so bored, dude. Just
super slow. Just super slow. Going from like one guy to...
We're going to get sponsored by the World Wildlife Zoo.
Well, going from one guy to that. And today's sponsorship is the San Diego Zoo. Visit the San Diego Zoo. Check out sdzoo.org for more info on the San Diego Zoo, where John has been banned since 2016.
For hooking people with his sloth hooks.
Paul was right, though. I do think it makes it a legal way to have sex with animals.
That's what I think it is.
Without saying you're having sex with animals, you just fantasize about it. That's like what it is, right?
Crazy. Super crazy.
Well, here's what I don't. What's the okay? So you didn't answer, Paul. What are you going to be? What's the most sexual animal? That's what I want.
Ooh.
Like what animal do you look at and like? Never mind. That was a weird question. I'm not going to ask.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You were about to ask it.
Right.
I was going to say like what animal do you look at and
fucking weird
and feel sexy, but that's a weird question. I can't believe I said it out loud.
Yeah. If I had to be an animal. God.
Do water animals count, John?
Yeah, that's a whole different realm. We'd have to be like with Aquaman and shit, but we can make that work.
The guy next to me on the plane, he knows where Aquaman lives, so
for sure. Yeah, he'll be a squid, or he'll have a squid beak down there or something. Ink pouch,
beaks and titties. Paul, what animal are you gonna be?
Paul's like an anaconda, baby.
I don't understand. Listen, we do this because like we do this and we like know who we are. Here's my question: There's people who come back to listen to this podcast every week.
I don't know
And
why.
I'm really questioning their sanity and what they're.
I'd want to be like a gorilla.
Okay.
I'd want to be like a gorilla.
Like the king of the that's not the king of the jungle.
God.
A lion's the king of the jungle, but I feel like gorillas are dominant.
What are you gonna be, Zach?
I don't know, man. Maybe like a damn leopard or a damn zebra or something. You know what I'm saying? I think a damn zebra, man, or like an ostrich.
We lost him.
I feel like I would feel real sexy as like a zebra or ostrich. You know.
Brought to us by Zach Myers' Wi-Fi.
Look into
My Wi-Fi
Denny's.
shut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you paused for a minute. We were making jokes.
Maybe he did that on purpose.
I didn't know. At my Wi-Fi, his Wi-Fi probably here probably sucks. It's fine. Did you hear what
He
I
was
said?
putting
though?
in his beaver butt plug.
No, what animal would you be?
Oh, I said I want to be a damn like an ostrich or a damn zebra or like an ostrich or a zebra.
Ooh, ostrich would be awesome.
Maybe like a
kick
jaguar.
ass, long legs.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Something sexy. You know what I mean? Maybe
Nothing more sexy than an ostrich.
Maybe a damn. You know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna be a damn flamingo.
Oh, long legs, pink.
Yeah,
nice.
dude.
Nice.
Nice.
Do people eat flamingos?
I'm sure people do. Yeah. I'm sure people do like where they're like very like they like kind of there's a big populace.
They're
of them.
like doves or pigeons, right?
What do you think the bone marrow? What do you think the bone marrow is like on a flamingo? Huh?
They got great legs, man.
Not much of it.
I know,
I
but
don't think there's a lot of bone marrow in a pigeon.
it's not a pigeon though. It's a is
flamingo,
it a pigeon?
Yeah, no, it's not a pigeon. It's a pink pigeon.
I was like, is it a pink pigeon?
It's a pink pigeon. Yeah, that's the name. That's the name of my new band, the Pink Pigeon.
Real quick.
We should have our own furry cons, I think.
Yeah. Okay. What? Real quick. What, Paul?
Do you have any good gripes this week, Zach? You traveled, so you probably have some.
Yeah, I do have one. I got two actually.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
Let's hear them.
So when I had to fly to Tampa for a day to mess with the new guitar rig, so I land in Tampa. I'm staying at the Tampa airport, the hotel at the airport. I land and I get my bags and my mask is kind of down because I feel like I'm getting ready to walk outside, but I'm not sure where the hotel is. So I walk up to the lady who has a shield on, a mask on, and plexiglass, and I kind of pull my mask down and I say, "Excuse me," and she goes, like telling me like to pull my mask up. I said, whatever. So I pulled my mask up. Said I'm trying to figure out how to get to the Marriott in the airport. She goes, what? I go, you could have fucking seen me talk if I didn't have to pull my goddamn mask down.
Right.
Dude, pull your mask back up. I know there's a shield here. I have a shield on my face and a mask on. And I say, excuse me. She heard me say that perfectly fine. And she tells me to pull my mask back up. Hey, I'm looking for the airport Marriott. What? But she acted annoyed. I was like, motherfucker, you made me pull. I wanted to just strangle her, take her mask and just beat her with it. But I didn't. So that's one of my gripes. And I was just like, it was a very quick thing. And then another gripe I had that I realized it actually happens a lot. Not a lot, but it happens more than normal gripes I have. I don't like when you pay for something like at a restaurant and like, so say there's like 6 people or whatever, and you pay for it. Even if there's one person, you're by yourself and you pay, and then the waiter brings you back the check and they just like stand there while you fill it out. That annoys the piss out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you're just standing there while I'm tipping you. Like literally, dude. And I usually tip like 25, 30%. Dollars just start dropping. If you're standing there, dude, dropping. For
The
every
waiter's
second,
just like, no, you're going to want to add a 0 on that.
every second.
You got 2 blooming onions. Dude, make sure the tip looks good.
Every second you hover over me, every second is a goddamn dollar. Everyone. I'm just like, yep. Okay. All right. We're at 18%. We're going down. We're going down. I've literally, there's been times where I'm looking and go, can I help you? Like, why are you standing there? That is annoying.
I agree.
That's so annoying,
Preach.
dude.
Preach.
Yeah. No, it is.
Also, what's up with JR's song about my gripes?
Zach's gripes.
I love it. It's perfect.
I feel like there's a new song for the new segments like every single week.
We each have our segments, and it's perfect. It's just
I never
perfect.
wanted my own segment.
I'm glad you have your own segment of gripes.
All right,
now.
so this is my last gripe, and it's not really a gripe. It's more a gripe about myself, and it's been my problem for a long time. And Brent and I talk about this because we talk about it in the dressing room all the time. And John's actually heard of us talking about it. I have, and my friend Zach calls it urinal dick.
You can't pee with other people on top of you.
No. I have terrible soft dick. Like my soft dick game.
What does that mean?
Is, my walking around dick is garbage.
Like, are we?
No, like real small. Like, yo, listen. When my dick gets hard, I'm not trading my dick for anybody's dick. Like I am. Hashtag blessed. I'm doing just fine.
If you guys have noticed, before the song Monsters, the guitar solo, Zach actually has to hire a local fluffer to work on the soft dick. Dude, this is when he starts blasting that solo.
Dude, my soft dick is barely there.
It's an innie for sure.
A child in the cold, shallow end of a pool. I mean, no, like, and that's the thing is like Brent will be in the dressing room. Brent will take off his damn, Brent.
Oh, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Does
about
not
anything.
care.
Knee braces, baseball hat, and
he's that guy at the gym with all the confidence.
And because you know why? Brent Smith has good soft dick.
All right, we probably shouldn't talk about other people's soft dicks besides the three of ours.
I'm just saying. Well, actually, he told me when we were standing there the other night, he goes, "Yeah, I'm just going to stand here and intimidate you with my soft dick." I said, "Oh, soft dick intimidation. This is a new tactic."
Were you guys at a restaurant or hotel lobby? Where were you?
I don't actually remember where we were. We might have been in the gym. I was like, "This is really uncomfortable, dude. I don't feel very good about this." It says my internet connection's unstable. Anyway.
Yeah, no, your internet sucks.
Anyway, I have terrible.
No, let me ask you this though: with your soft dick, Zach, would this change your animal you want to be? Because you have to really represent that animal now. So you might have to be like a little Jack Terrier who's like lipstick.
No, because my hard dick is fine.
Right, so I'm saying once the cock is out of the fucking pistachio nut shell,
I'm gonna stay with flamingo.
I like that.
I don't know why I talked about this.
Soft dick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, I have bad soft dick. My friend Zach Smith calls it urinal dick. It's like when you're standing at the urinal.
See, I thought you were talking about like being at a urinal, not peeing with somebody right next to you.
No,
like I get that. I'm like, it takes me a minute. I'm like,
you get stage fright. Yeah.
Really?
I don't like it. It's like,
I would have no problem. I would have no problem peeing in someone else's urinal with another guy.
Okay.
Well, during my freshman year of college, we only had a certain number of time in the bathroom because it's military school. People would be on the toilet while people would pee between their legs. I swear to God,
up.
dude.
No.
I swear to God.
Stop.
Swear to God. Hand to God. That's
what
what I do.
But dude, you were at military school. They were also doing a lot of other shit, I bet, too, bro.
I have no problem peeing or doing anything in front of other guys.
They were like speedy slothing it, dude. They were jerking each other off real fast, I bet.
Oh, dressed like rhinoceroses and fucking like really like warthogs and shit.
This episode has no meaning whatsoever.
Whatsoever.
Right. John, put on your shaman hat and be a shaman, and let's read some people's dreams. John the Shaman, ladies and gentlemen.
God.
John the Shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
All right, so again, we keep getting some really good dreams. I picked out 2 this week and a good life advice. So guys, keep on sending that stuff in.
Real quick, since we've started this, I've started to have the weirdest fucking dreams because I go to sleep and it's fucking weird because I don't ever remember my dreams, and now all of a sudden we're doing all this.
One of the dreams I read tonight actually mentions how because of this podcast, he's remembering and writing down his dreams.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I'm going to start with the first dream. This is a guy.
Okay.
And, I'm going to go with it.
Great.
I've seen Shinedown 7 times now and wondered why Zach wears a mask during the show. At the beginning of the quarantine, he did an Instagram Live and a fan asked him why he wears it. He said he wasn't going to tell us and probably never would. That night, I had a dream that Eric Bass had a press conference and told the whole world that the reason Zach Myers wears the mask is because he has dentures and the base rattles his teeth loose and they flop around. So to keep fans from seeing the loose dentures, he wears a mask. But I'm now guessing that since he goes to a children's dentist, my dream wasn't right. Have a great day.
Yes! This is the best dream ever!
Now that he goes to a children's dentist, that's probably not right. Yeah,
Now I wonder.
I don't think pediatric dental places have access to dentures.
Oh my God, though. This all ties in so perfectly.
Man,
It's crazy, though, because, again, people, when we talked about, they go to bed thinking of something, and then it happens.
I'm not going to tell anybody why I do it.
Damn.
You-
You know what? I will. That's fine. I've told like a couple fans before.
We're breaking this on the Seemingly Unknown
We're
podcast.
gonna break it. We're
Here
gonna
we
break
go.
it.
Whoa.
So I've only I've been doing it for the whole time I've been Shinedown, longer than that. So I've been doing it on stage for about 17 years. I always come out with a bandana over my face. Always have. I feel like cheating that I'm telling people this. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with cowboys, like real cowboys, like old school Jesse
There it
James,
is.
James
Tombstone.
Gang, yeah, Tombstone. All Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday and all that stuff. So, I was always obsessed with that stuff. So like, I felt like being on tour and like that was kind of like my kind of like cowboy time. Like that was kind of like what I was doing, like the modern day type cowboy thing. So I've always done that my entire career, wear a bandana over my face as like as like a bank robber type shit. You know what I mean? So like I've always done that. So I've never told anybody why though. I've made up stuff like I've seen there's fan theories like on Reddit, like of like, oh, it's because of the pyro dust. It's because he has dentures and he goes to a child's den. That's actually
I'm going to tell people that if they've never listened to our episode, I'm telling them, why does he wear a mask? Well, he's got
what a
dentures.
great reason to come to do it though. Like, oh, he has dentures and the bass rumbles. I love that Eric had a whole press conference to announce why I did it.
Correct. I thought it was a premonition years before COVID. And I'm like, dude, this guy is a walking time traveler.
That's what everybody said. They're like, as soon as the mask mandate came out, people were like, oh, dude, you've been ready for this. I'm like, yeah, dude, I wear
the
bandanas.
cowboy thing is, God, that's so good.
That's why, dude. That's why it's why I've always done it. I've never told anybody, and I still may tell JR to cut it out.
Nope.
We'll see.
Staying in now. Breaking the silence.
So I don't know what that dream is. I don't wear dentures. If I had dentures, my teeth would be way whiter. So yeah, I don't know what that dream means. I think it means that you know what it means? It means that I finally told people after 17 years why I wear a bandana on my face. I feel cheap. I feel like a whore that I said that I said why.
Calm down. Not all whores are cheap, okay?
What animal teeth would you like if you could have animal teeth?
A shark, bro.
Hey. Next
That's a
dream.
weird overbite though. It's a weird overbite for sure. All right, John, what
right.
dream you got?
This is another guy. So it's good to see the gentlemen jumping in here with their wet dreams.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, like we've gotten a lot of women, and we're getting some dudes this week. I like that.
this one's kind of morbid. He needs help, I think. So here we go. First off, he begins with, I think this podcast is getting to me because I barely remember my dreams, but I woke up and immediately had to type this out because it made me feel really weird when I woke up. So me and my two best friends from elementary school, who I am close with, go looking for a friend of ours, also from elementary school, in this either slummy motel or apartment because we've heard she's been missing and having problems with drugs. And she appears in the lobby of this apartment or hotel after she hears me call it a piece of shit. And it's like, I heard that, and calls my name. And they go up to her, and I'm like, are you okay? We just hug, and she begins crying. Then all of a sudden, we're together, and she looks a lot better. I'm living at my mom's house, and she's living there too. I'm getting her set up for a job. She begins working at a cat foster home. We went to dinner. There was a few charming interactions that simply made me smile. I can't tell if she were dating or if I'm just helping her. So you can tell she's really healthy and happy. It was a really nice dream, actually. Here's the thing, though. She died 13 years ago of a drug overdose.
Did you write this dream? Because your favorite thing to say is, here's the thing.
No. Here's the thing. She died 13 years ago of a drug overdose before all this happened. So what does this mean?
Damn, that's crazy.
John, I think this is on
Damn.
you. You're the shaman of dreams.
If the fact you're talking about someone that's if it's anniversary, but I don't know if this person was that dating this person to have those kind of feelings of anniversary, like you broke up or for dating that long. But I don't know. I'm trying to see what was in the actual dream that would make him think of her. It's just fascinating how you can think of different people at different times.
I mean,
in your
this
life.
is weird. This is maybe a weird thing. Like, was this the anniversary of when she died? Like, is this like normally, there's a time of year that I normally have the same reoccurring dreams, and it's because somebody important in my life passed away. That would be my assumption of like, hey, maybe this is a specific time of the year that, this person passed away. And
what's eerie, it may, okay, so I got to put this together. What's eerie is that in the dream, this girl was healthy, right? Like healthy, good looking, of clearly no mentions of drug use or any reaction or something with it. This girl actually died of a drug use overdose or whatever. 13 years prior. So maybe it's what could have been, or
a subconscious, thinking about like
help before, if she got the help before or was strong enough to say no, she'd be this healthy girl that he's dreaming about right now. It's kind of sad and tragic.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of with Paul. Like maybe it was like an anniversary. Maybe you were thinking about this person. I wonder what it means though, that like, I feel like, and I'll be honest, I never really dive into these as much into the psyche of these as much as I'm about to right now. Maybe I feel like, does the person feel like a little bit of guilt at the fact that like they couldn't help this person? Like, so if they would have at that time, like maybe they would have moved that person into their parents' house. You know what I mean? To like help save them if they were like in a bad place, you know what I mean? So like, maybe that's what it is,
Right. It's kind of fascinating how a dream is the only time he could cherish those moments without, because you can't do it now. It's just weird how you have to manufacture that in your own head to have those moments you could have had, or maybe it's about, I don't know. It's fascinating.
That's
a serious dream.
That's a good one. I think that, that's kind of my thoughts on it, is that maybe like you wish you would have done more at the time to help them, even though most of the time people in that position don't really want to be helped, or they're not going to ask, or they'll even go as far as pushing help away. So I think maybe like, at the time, maybe they would have moved into like the person's parents' house or whatever together, and they would have, who knows, man, maybe it's just like a regret thing, I don't know. That's a good one though.
I like that one. All right. Here's a good piece of life advice.
Okay. I'm ready.
Let me roll up my sleeves.
Oh, sorry. I thought you had some sleeves on.
No.
How do you tell a band that you owe them your life because one of their songs made you realize that you were not alone and that it wasn't time to take your own life? Damn.
Go again.
Hitting us with the hard one.
Damn. How do you tell a band that you owe them your life because one of their songs made you realize that you were not alone and that it wasn't time to take your own life?
I mean, you tell them. People tell us that all the time. And it's weird. Like, I remember a time when I felt like, sorry, I just realized Justin's going to hate this because of the reflection off my glasses. I just, I remember a time where people would tell me that. And I think to the people who would tell me, maybe I looked disinterested. It wasn't the case at all. It was really, I don't think you understand how much, I don't think a normal person maybe can understand how much weight that carries. Like that someone tells you like, you wrote a song and, maybe you were not feeling the best when you wrote the song, and when someone tells you, hey, like I had a gun in my mouth and I heard this song came on the radio somehow. And I knew I was here for a reason, and like, man, like that's that's a heavy thing to, and I think that, people always wonder like why, some of us and me too, even don't really like meet and greet sometimes. And it's kind of why, you know, like I'm an emotional person, you know? So like when someone tells me that, like, it's not just going, oh, I'm glad you're still here. You know, like, it's like, it's every time somebody tells you that,
it weighs heavy. It's a responsibility on you, right?
It's like, it's a responsibility, you know, and it, you know, you feel good about it, but you're like, you know, it's man, what a gracious situation, I guess, to know that you help somebody, you know, and save somebody, but it's heavy, man. But I just say you tell them, you know, I don't think unless the artist is a true piece of shit, like I don't think
it's an interesting yin and yang to it, where they have to tell you to get it off their chest, but then you have to carry the baggage of it from hearing it. It's kind of like that. It's kind of interesting.
It's like that part in Freddy where all the people are like in his stomach or whatever, and they're trying to like come out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because you don't really, when you're writing these songs, like, you know, I'm sure as a frontman, you know, Brent's not writing these songs hoping that it's going to save somebody's life, but you write these songs and they resonate with people a lot more than you would think. And it's a heavy responsibility you got to end up wearing after, you know, hearing something like that, right? So,
you know, I think
it's one of those things bands must love hearing it, at least.
We wrote a song on this. Sorry, it said my internet connection's unstable again. Hold on, you got me. All right.
Yeah.
We wrote a song when we were in LA.
Put that foxtail in.
We wrote a song when we were in LA, and you know, we played it into the room, and it was just me, Brent, Eric, and Dave. And Dave played it. He was like, you know, he's like, I like it. Brent was like, I like it. Eric's like, yeah, man, I love it. And Brent goes, well, what do you think about it? And he looked at me, and I was like, hey, I want you to remember this day. And I forgot the date. I wrote it down, but I go, remember this day when I told you that this will be one of the most important songs we have ever written for this record. I'm not gonna say the name of it. I'm not gonna say the name of it, but it's one of those songs where I was like, dude, this song's gonna help a lot of people out, like a Get Up did, you know. And I remember when we were writing the lyrics to this song, I was just like, man, this is a heavy one, man. And it's, you know, but it's upbeat. It's not sad. It's not dark. It's like actually a very happy song.
Do you guys have those albums that weigh a lot on you guys, that like mean a lot to you? Like, do you have like a one song or one album? Because I have one album particularly where I was going through a really bad time in my life. I had just moved to Arizona. I had lost my dad, and there was an album that just pulled me through the entire album. So I'm curious to see if you guys have any of those albums as well.
I'm interested to hear John's answer, because John's so vast musically.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a joke or not.
And non-emotional.
When I went through my divorce, I was never big into punk music. I mean, I followed like the mainstream, like Dropkick Murphys, Money Made Bot, like that type of stuff. But for every reason, I was going through like a YouTube one night, and I came across Agnostic Front. And I think it was a time when the documentary came out with Stigma or whoever, a couple of things.
Godfather's of Hardcore?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And the song Gotta Go.
Yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, I just resonated with that, about the middle finger to just like surviving, like the street warrior type mentality, and how badass that video is. And I kind of resonated with that song. So every time I hear that, or I get in a bad headspace, I will watch that video and then I'll start watching the live versions when they did Hellfest a couple years ago and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, that song, that band, and it's not mainstream at all. And I'm just like, you know what? I really like this song. Whatever effect it had on me through the divorce and stuff.
It worked. It helped. Yeah.
Just like, dude, I love it.
All right.
That's cool.
Zach?
I have so many. I'll just give you a couple.
Goo Dolls Iris.
Yeah, always.
Great record, actually. I remember being a youth and like going through, like, you know, when you're going through your breakups and all this stuff. Like, I remember my friend was like, hey, this album just came out today. You got to listen to it.
Wi-Fi sucks.
Oh, dude, this is the worst, man. All right. So when I was younger, like, I remember like going through like early like breakups and stuff, and I was working at a record store. It was the only real job I ever had. And a buddy of mine was like, hey, this record came out today. And I was like, oh, well, I'm at the store right now. Like, I'll get it. And it was Glassjaw, Everything You Ever Want to Know About Silence.
Yes.
And I just remember like, I was into punk rock like my whole life, but like, I remember it was kind of the same thing as the DMX thing, right? Like, you know, I had heard DMX earlier, but this was almost like a rock, like hardcore version of DMX. Like, I had never heard someone be so angry and so visceral about a girl or like a relationship. And I just remember hearing that first song on the record and being like, oh wow, this dude's like big mad, and I like remember feeling like that. And I remember when the second Glassjaw record came out too, and I felt the same way. And then the other one is Joshua Tree by U2 in a whole different way. Like I remember hearing Where the Streets Have No Name for the first time and like just being like, felt like it kind of like took my feet off the ground a little bit. And then my favorites, it's my favorite record of all time, and my favorite song of all time is With or Without You, which is on there. So yeah, I got a bunch of those records, man. A lot of them, honestly.
Let me ask you guys this: does a song that's supposed to be angry have to be loud, angry, screaming? Could there be no. All right, so what's a good song that has that same reaction to you that doesn't have to necessarily have the screaming or the heavy guitar and stuff?
That's angry?
Yeah, it's angry. That makes you resonate towards hate or something.
I want everybody to go listen to this. It's called I Hate You by Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes.
I played that. Okay.
And that song tells
Brett and Zach.
Yes.
Smith and Myers run. And Brett goes to me. Oh, Zach actually said, oh, now we know where John gets his hate from.
That song's incredible. Yes.
Yeah, dude, it's amazing. I'm always curious because do you hear an acoustic song or is there like a Foy Vance or someone that you just like, they write this really angry, aggressive song, but the song itself is acoustic?
I don't know about acoustic. I can tell you, Hurt by Nine Inch Nails is one.
Right.
Something I Could Never Have by Nine Inch Nails is another one. That's like a
Nine Inch Nails
song.
In general.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of heavy Nine Inch Nails stuff, but like Something I Can Never Have sounds like a very angry song. And it, I think that's a good one. Acoustically, man, I don't know if one has like a lot of anger in it. There's a song by a guy named Casey Thomas Anderson, who's a writer who I really like, from Nashville, and he has a song called "The Dangerous Ones," which I play a lot in like an AM show. And it's not heavy by any stretch, but it's very angry. And so, yeah, I'd say that one. It's called The Dangerous Ones by Casey Anderson.
All right. We'll check it out.
Yeah. What is that? Any more life advice, John?
No, that's it.
That's it. All right, Paul, read it.
Paul reads the news. Paul reads the news. Yeah.
What did we have first? This weekend there was a incredibly shitty pay-per-view boxing match.
Oh my
which
God.
took place, and me and my brother-in-law wanted to just see, because let's back up. It's by Triller, new boxing promotion, and the last one they did was the Mike Tyson Roy Jones, and
amazing production.
Amazing production. And we're like, dude, we got to watch this new one. Mount Westmore, the new hip hop group coming out, they're going to be debuting. We got to see this. Dude, this entire pay-per-view was pure trash.
Garbage.
All of it. The production,
other than Justin Bieber.
Commentary. Justin Bieber was even, but he wasn't even that great.
The Frank Mir fight was pretty good. His first boxing fight.
But the commentating, dude, Oscar De La Hoya was just shit face the whole time and just so annoying.
Oscar De La Hoya is a fucking drunk, so.
Pete Davidson was just cracking jokes. And just,
I like Pete Davidson though.
But the thing is like it was just a big joke pay-per-view. Like, and you knew it was going to be,
but it was a joke fighting.
It was a joke card.
I tell you what though, man. I tell you what though, here's the thing. People pretty soon, I don't like the kid for a bunch of other reasons. Pretty soon though, people are going to have to start taking this kid seriously.
He's the marketing genius.
But when is he going to start boxing real boxers?
Dude, that may be the next move, but everybody was, he fought an NBA player who was 4.5 feet tall. He's come on. First off, the fact that Nate Robinson even took that fight, you know what that tells you is that it's a cultural thing. It's a cultural thing where like you think if you like, oh, I'm an NBA player, like I'm this dude, I can knock out anybody. No, dude. I've met Nate Robinson. You're 4.5 feet tall. You ain't fucking knocking anybody out. Mm-hmm. Secondly, Jake Paul's like 6'5". There's literally like a 2 foot height difference. But And then the first guy, I think the first guy I fought was like another YouTuber. Like
It was a YouTuber.
Bitch ass dude. Okay. Ben Askren is not a YouTuber. Ben Askren is a fighter with a great record, and he knocked this motherfucker out.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Here's
in
my
30
thing.
seconds. And I mean, he didn't barely knock him out either.
Okay, but hold on. Here, because I'm big into combat sports. So here's my thing.
So am I.
Ben Askren did not take this fight serious. He just
he did
thought,
not.
oh, he's a YouTuber. He came in overweight, looking like a fucking dump, and was not training or anything.
Right. He looked
You
like
could-
Frank Gallagher when he came in the ring.
Yes, you can clearly tell he was not taking it serious, which I was like, I mean, you got to take anybody serious. Like, this dude's training.
Everyone has
Like-
a puncher's chance.
100%. So I'm like, well, you're a fucking idiot. So him getting knocked out, I was like, well, I'm not that surprised. But also, Logan Paul needs to fight a real boxer. He hasn't fought a boxer. He hasn't boxed. Jake Paul. Sorry, Logan.
Jake Paul, yeah.
Yeah. But he has not boxed an actual boxer.
No, I agree. And like when he, this stuff with him spouting off the mouth and being like, oh yeah, come on, Conor McGregor. I'm like, bro, you don't want no part of Conor McGregor. Like you don't want.
You don't want real strikers here.
Who was supposed to fight Floyd Mayweather? Was that Logan Paul?
Yes, his brother.
Okay, well, I wish Jake Paul would fight Floyd Mayweather at this point.
And I don't like Mayweather, but I hope Mayweather would whoop the shit out of him.
I also kind of hope that Jake Paul would fucking knock Floyd Mayweather out, like in a way. Here's the thing, man.
Yeah, I want them both to get knocked out.
Here's the thing. that right, he jabbed left and hooked right. That's knocking anybody out.
Here's the thing.
That's knocking 98% of people out. That's not going to knock Mike Tyson out. It's not going to knock a heavyweight MMA guy out. But dude, that punch that he threw and connected. Now, granted, he's not going to connect on everybody like that. A lot of people are faster. A lot of people got better head movement. Dude, that punch is knocking most humans out. Like, he hit the shit out of that dude.
Either way, the pay-per-view was trash.
It was trash. Right. It was
He's
pure
a trash.
garbage.
I had UFC going on one. I have 3 TVs set up, so I had UFC going on
fancy
one.
pants over there.
I had fuck yeah. When it comes to sports, absolutely. So that was just garbage. That was the first thing I had on my news. Was,
terrible.
Well,
it was super
I think
terrible.
I could fight Marty Jannetty on one of those pay-per-views.
Yeah, I'd be down. I still think, man, Rough and Rowdy. We got to get in touch with Dave Portnoy because I think you versus Marty Jannetty and Rough and Rowdy is like that's where it's at, dude, for sure.
I don't think Marty he can't walk. Have
you seen his cameo yet?
Who else are we calling out then? Who are we gonna call out next?
Yeah, who else do you think you could fight in like a Rough and Rowdy match, John?
You should fight Jake Paul.
Yes, Ahmad Johnson. That's a big boy.
Yeah, but he's
Iron
also
Sheik.
a terrible wrestler. I would knock the elf boots off his feet. I want someone I can actually throw and fight back. Not some old fucking windbag.
What about Buff? Not Buff Bagwell. Scott Steiner
would be great.
Scott Steiner, dude.
Big Papa Pump.
Big Papa Pump.
Yes.
Dude. Big Papa Pump's whooping your ass.
I don't think he can lift his arms up though.
Big Papa Pump is beating the shit out of you.
All right, set it up.
And if I see you get beat the shit out of, whoever beat the shit out of you, that's my new security guy.
Also, I feel like the Godfather would be another good fight for you.
Godfather, he's deceivingly quick, dude. He's a big dude.
He used to be a bouncer at a fucking strip club.
Dude. Batista used to be a bouncer in DC too.
Yeah,
it's like Godfather, like the Nation of Domination, same guy.
Yeah.
Godfather's whooping John's ass too. Let's keep this on a level. Let's keep this on a level.
Let's all pick six black guys or athletes who are like massive and actual fighters.
Touché.
Now here's the thing: I would kill him within if any beats necessary. They'd all be dead real quick.
Moving on to the next news topic.
Hold on, who else? Well, I gotta figure out who else John can fight here.
It's gotta be a legit like Red Rooster, Ted DiBiase.
You want old. You want somebody old.
I don't because it's a joke. Give me 3 wrestlers from the 1980s. I'll fight all 3 of them one after.
Well, yeah, they're
from
all
the
old
80s.
dudes.
What about the 90s?
I want you and Tatanka.
Yo, Virgil
I love
versus
Chris
John.
Chaffez.
Virgil versus John. I'm taking John.
Oh, 100%.
Hold on real quick. What about you
taking
versus Doink the Clown?
Which one? Four
I
were
know.
dead.
And did you know that one of them used to work at a Hooters and beat the shit out of somebody sometime? Like he was a cook at a Hooters and some customer came in and got all super crazy with one of the girls and he came out of the kitchen and whooped the shit out of somebody.
Here's the
That's
thing, though.
real fucking life.
All these wrestlers and athletes in their prime are monsters.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Even
That's
Doink
sick.
the Clown dude or the dude, they would kill everyone. Like imagine fighting
here's-
Paku.
That's what bothers me
that.
about people who are like, oh, it's all scripted. It's all scripted. Yeah. Who wins is scripted. But dude,
Right.
all these people who talk shit about wrestling, they ain't going to beat their body up like that over and over and over again. That's ridiculous, man. All these people who talk shit would get their ass whooped by fucking wrestlers.
Well, that's why it's like you look at wrestling, someone like Barry Corbin, where he's picking these people through people. But when he does
I
this thing
would
where
whoop
he
his
slides,
ass.
where he slides under the ropes and runs back in, it's just
Listen,
crazy.
hold
seeing
on.
some of that big.
Time out. I'm going to say this because I know he doesn't listen to the podcast because I hit him up and was like,
'Cause we
yo,
asked
man,
him,
Zach, I said, hey, you going to come on the podcast? Doesn't reply back. Have you listened to the podcast? Doesn't reply back. So I'm saying it now. I'll whoop the shit out of Baron
He's a
Corbin only
bitch,
because he's
dude.
my friend. He's a bitch,
He's a
and he's
bitch.
not going to listen to this podcast. So
He's a
It's
bitch. He used to
crazy
be
how
a,
someone that
he used
big,
to be
how
a super
quick they
manly
move.
man, and then he got married, had a kid. He's soft now, bro. He's soft.
He's over here
Baron
fucking
Corbin's soft.
He's over here chilling and grilling with carnivore seasonings.
He's
and shit.
soft, dude. He's a soft boy. He's a soft boy.
he's
He's a big
got,
teddy bear.
I'm tagging him on this. He's going to be so
For
He's
sure.
a soft boy, dude. He's a soft boy. He's eating too many briskets, bro. He's soft.
Barron, I got your back, buddy.
All right. What else you
I
got?
got your
Paul?
back. Me and Barron versus you two at Tatanka.
All right. I'll take that. I'll take that action.
This one hits close to home only because I toured with her. J-Lo and A-Rod are finally broken up.
Is this official?
Done.
Can we talk about that sweatshirt again that you gave us?
I'm sliding in there. I'm going to try and see what I can't do.
Listen, I don't know about A-Rod, but dude, I wonder if he got one of those hoodies that me and John got because those hoodies are dope.
Your boy.
Paulie Tamale was out with Jennifer Lopez as doing merch, and we paid for him. J-Lo, don't worry, we paid for these hoodies.
No, they didn't.
We didn't pay for them at all. And so we went and watched like 3 songs of the show, which is about all I could take. And then we just went out and did other stuff. But I'll tell you what, man. I'm not.
He
like
looks good. Oh yeah, I know.
Hey, Rod. Yeah, I don't really all shucks over women. It's just not my bag. I'll think that she's pretty to myself. I'll do it, but I'm not out loud like.
But this is Jennifer Lopez.
I remember we walked by her backstage, like she was getting ready to go on, and I was like, "Yo, like, if that's what 50 looks like, what the
Sign me
fuck
up."
is
Yeah.
happening?" Like,
Yeah,
he
Zach
blew
was
it.
like, man, I'm so jealous of her.
he blew it, dude. And guess what? He thinks because he's A-Rod, and obviously like he blew it because like I remember right when it happened, he had posted like an Instagram story like after they had already broken up, and it was just pictures
Listening
of her
to,
on the
like,
wall
Coldplay.
with Coldplay in the background. I'm like, bro, first off, this is why you were the least liked Yankee in history, and I'm a Yankees fan, so I can say that.
How about Jake Paul versus Aaron Rodriguez? A-Rod. That'd be a badass fight.
dude,
I'd watch that.
hell yeah.
Because he's a big guy too, though.
Money.
Don't let him fool you. He's a big guy.
Oh yeah, he's a
No.
big guy.
Who?
A-Rod.
A-Rod.
A-Rod's huge.
He's
And
a
he's
big
actually
fucking
shaped,
dude.
so I
Because
think
he's
it'd
on
be a
steroids.
Yeah. So
Gary
yeah.
Cock. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my.
Dude, that guy cheats at baseball and cheats at J-Lo.
He's a fucking Yankee. Don't get me started. I hate the Yankees.
Hey,
So-
whoa, watch your mouth.
Last place right
Oakland
now.
A
man.
forever.
Yo, I was an Oakland A fan as a kid because Mark McGuire. My brother to this day is like you, still an Oakland A fan. Holds
Forever.
on,
Bash Brothers.
just holds on,
I love
dude.
the Bash Brothers.
Dude, and to me, it's the best baseball hat of all time. the A's.
Oh yes, absolutely.
It's
So last piece of news, Aaron Donald. Did you guys see this?
Yeah. I want to talk.
He was
I wanna get into
involved
this.
in a nightclub incident where there was a fight that broke out, and Aaron Donald was just breaking the fight up.
but he got accused of assault.
He got accused because he's there and he's a big name.
Yeah,
of course, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, he did it." Well, yeah, but what were you gonna say, Zach?
There's a great video I'll send Justin. He can put in here. But my brother texted me right when it happened, and there's a picture of the guy, and look, his eye's pretty fucked up. Like his eye got pretty swollen. But I'm going to say this. I've watched Aaron Donald pick up men in pads. And I don't mean men like the size of me, Paul, or John. I mean like football men. I mean like 280 solid muscle. Grab them by the shirt and take their feet off of the ground. If that guy hits you, your fucking eye is not even going to be there.
You're not waking up.
No, dude. That guy,
your head's a watermelon.
That guy's one of the strongest dudes in the NFL, period. Period. But then we were talking about, right before we got on here, we're talking about, I'm very proud of NBC for making this headline, because we always talk about how there's a difference between cancel culture and people getting what's coming to them. We don't like cancel culture. We like people getting what's coming to them. I'm very proud of NBC for posting this headline, because this is a very fucking unlike NBC headline. Kevin Demoff says, Aaron Donald case shows why we should wait and let a situation play out. And I agree. And here's why. He got accused of assault. This guy said Aaron Donald assaulted him. Turns out none of it was true. Aaron Donald was being a good Samaritan, went to break up the fight. And the guy has since apologized to him, the guy who got punched, and has apologized to Aaron Donald publicly. I want to talk about the headline for a second, because that is very important to see. We've seen it in many situations where, we live in this society where people are so quick to jump the gun. All they want to do is get the news. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's true. Only thing that matters is being first. Being true has nothing to do with it. How can I get this out? How many people will click it? And we've seen it in a million cases. And I talked about the guy who played Elmo and all that stuff before. I've talked about Chris D'Elia. I've talked about, and granted, like I said, you also got guys like Harvey Weinstein and guys like Bill Cosby who are pieces of shit and did messed up shit. But this thing, again, everyone jumps. As soon as this came out, everyone jumps on Aaron Donald's case. Blah, blah. Oh, he's a thug. He's this and this and this and blah, blah. He didn't do anything. He was being a good Samaritan. He broke up the fight.
So, you know how we normally talk about how, well, if you accuse somebody, you get punished of that accusation. Yep. Now I think Aaron Donald should be able to knock this dude out, and let's see what really happens.
100%.
Dude, okay, so the next Jake Paul fight, Aaron
then you'll
Donald
really know
fights this guy in the prelim. Dude, I can think of a lot of people that I don't want to punch me. I've been saying, I think I said actually last season, I was like, I do not want that guy to ever hit me in the face. That dude is so strong, man.
He's a stud. He's a scary stud.
So strong, dude. It is ridiculous. Like, there's videos of him just lifting dudes up, like giant refrigerator-sized men. Great body. Great body. What do you think? He probably got a good soft dick, honestly.
His soft dick is our hard dick for sure.
I just want to ask a question, because I was thinking it too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cut it back in. Go.
Fuck. So if you think, okay, so us three and Aaron Donald have to go to a furry con, what animal are we all dressing up as?
Based on be the child of whatever Aaron Donald is dressed as.
Yeah. Are we basing it on wiener size, like you said?
We're going full shovel handle.
He's a thoroughbred or a goddamn whale.
Dude, he's in the front of the Budweiser chariot. Complete Clydesdale. He's a complete Clydesdale. Good soft dick, great hard dick. That guy is like legit.
What do we have to do to get Aaron Donald on this podcast?
Here's the thing. I think I was thinking about this. I know we kind of like have a groove going, and we kind of like, it's kind of weird having guests at this point. I think we should start doing guests. I've got a list of people I want to try to get, and honestly, they're kind of big gets, but I don't know. I think John has a way of sweet talking.
Do they have decent cocks though? We need guests with really good voters.
Here's the thing though. I remember watching the only celebrity sex tape I've ever watched, again, was the Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee one. Okay. I remember watching it and going, oh, Tommy Lee, but Tommy Lee's soft dick is this. Tommy Lee's dick doesn't get any bigger. It's the same. I don't want that. I don't want my soft dick, which is like, I don't know, like that big. But when my dick gets hard, it's this is fucking weird. Why are we talking about this? You
brought this up.
I know,
yeah,
but like
you people are sick.
Yeah, but my wiener is a good size when it gets hard. I wouldn't trade it for anybody's. I wouldn't want my dick to be the same size all the time.
I give it a couple flicks and I'm like, all right, there's 6 inches.
Do you have good vein on there? Yeah, Zach, you have good vein on there though, right?
Yeah. The under, the no, not.
You got like a top. Girthy.
No, I got to have the best of both worlds. It looks
like a root just growing off like a willow tree that comes up off of the ground a little bit, where it's just like perfect on the brim.
I have a solid wiener, and it's actually.
I cannot wait for meet and greets to happen again, and for
people ask
people
me
to come
about-
see
oh,
you
yeah,
and be
yeah.
like, "Hey, let's come on."
Well, here's the thing. I always wear sweatpants, so it's like people can.
So now people are sizing you up for sure.
When chicks are
They're
like,
like,
oh,
oh
it's,
my
when
God, he
chicks
does
are
have
like-
soft.
when
He
chicks are
does
like,
have
oh, it's
soft dick.
when chicks are like, it's gray sweatpants season. I'm like, not for me.
Who you asking, Aaron Donald?
Yeah, for Aaron Donald, it's gray sweatpants season. Not for me.
Year
bro. I
round.
had nothing to do with this. Anyway, we got to try to get Aaron Donald on the podcast. I think that's the way we
Speaking
gotta
of
go.
really big, what was it last year where Jason Derulo posted that picture where his Johnson was out? Remember that?
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that thing, you want to talk about, it looked like
That's a damn twisted T-cam, bro. That's a
Yeah,
registered
that-
weapon, bro.
the head of Jason Derulo's cock looked like the moment where Arnold and Carl Weathers shook fists. I mean, that's how powerful that Johnson was.
If people want to say that our
looked like a
podcast,
Campbell's soup can, like kaleidoscope length.
if people want to say that our podcast oozes just man, like we are all so comfortable with our sexuality that we can talk about other guys' cocks the majority of the podcast.
Yeah, but it's just crazy. Like that picture, I saved it on my phone 4 times because I'm like, I don't know, because the whole thing was like the
Why?
Instagram made him take it down, but I
So
obviously
why do
got
you-
it.
what do
'cause I
you
followed
want
the
it-
page?
Yo, he cut out right when he said that, and it made me think that he said he jerked off to that photo 4 times.
And it's just that picture is amazing. That picture is just like, dude, this is
Yo,
this
send
guy.
that picture to JR so he can put it in the on the podcast.
If you just type, if anyone here listening searches Jason Derulo penis, you're gonna see a picture.
Derulo, but
It looks like a
Derulo.
looks like a walrus tusk, and I'm talking like a walrus tusk is prehistoric.
Dude, there's nothing bad that comes out of him posting that picture. Nothing.
No, and he's like, oh, I didn't know, because
Nothing.
his response was, I didn't know. Like, oh, you can see it, dude. That's a scratch and sniff. You fucking kidding me?
So, all right. I'm thinking, I'm brainstorming now for our next sponsor, either a penis pump or we get sponsored by Viagra, because
Blue Chew, baby. We're trying to get that Blue Chew deal. Blue Chew, holler at us. Blue Chew sponsors all my friends' podcasts. Why can't they sponsor our podcast?
What is it? Is it like a pill?
Yeah. It's like I think you chew it up. Maybe it's like gum or something.
Oh, really? What
does it do? Small dick.
No, I think it makes it
Soft
I think it makes
dick?
it. Yeah, I think it makes it real big. I think it gives you that. I think it gives you that thoroughbred arm.
Well, this has been episode 10.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 10. If you have life advice or you need to send us your dreams for us to analyze, especially John to analyze, please email us at suplifeadvice.com. Paul, what's the email?
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
And there's a bunch in there. It's really cool. You guys keep sending it in, and we'll pick at least 2 to 3 every week.
Yeah. And also, if you haven't yet, if you're watching this and not listening to it, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the podcast. Smack that subscribe button. Slap that like button. Turn on your notifications, even though you probably know when we're coming every week, every Wednesday. But we may start, when we do guest episodes, we may do 2 episodes a week. We'll see.
We're coming at least every Wednesday.
We're coming at least every Wednesday, which is our day.
We should also be on the lookout for weekly late night Instagram takeovers. Me and Zach did one earlier this week. That was amazing. I know Zach and Paul did one the other week before.
Paul wasn't up when we were doing ours. Dude, me and John were on Instagram for an hour making up like sex things, like the rusty trombone and stuff. We were just making them up, dying.
Dude, the Peruvian hot air balloon crash.
Dude, I mean, just insane, dude.
We're gonna start promoting our lives so we can actually
the Count Chocula shuffle. Dude, we were making so many good ones. We were making up all the craziest sex, and we didn't know what they were. That's what we should start doing. We should start naming 2 of them on here a week and letting the fans email the SUP Life Advice and
what it would be.
We'll take the top. Okay, so every week we'll make a post say, hey, we'll just write it out. Hey, what is the Milwaukee Mud Back Scratcher? And then we'll get the top 3 responses we'll read of each week. I think that'd be hilarious.
Dude. All right, listen, ladies, we need to know what you think the Toledo Townhouse is.
Right. What is the Arizona Prairie Pterodactyl? Like, folks, we need to know.
Arizona prairie pterodactyl.
Episode
All right.
10, ladies and
Episode
gentlemen.
10, ladies and gentlemen. Email us at SUP Life Advice if you have any advice, or if you want to name these moves that we have. What is that guy doing? Anyway, subscribe and click like on the YouTube page. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week for episode 11. Also, the Shopify will be up this week. We actually did make Pogs, ladies and gentlemen. We are bringing the 90s back, one nostalgia item at a time. Paul, show them the stickers. Show them at least one of the stickers, Paul.
Boom. Here you go. This is what you get.
Bam, you get that. We have Pogs for sale. We're gonna have merch soon, so check out. Stay tuned to the Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, Seemingly Unknown Podcast, and or I don't know what the Twitter is, but JR put it in here. And we will see you on behalf of John, Polly Tamale, and myself. We will see you next week.
Later,
nerds.